thinking about making your own suit, eh? I made my suit, that's why it looks like crap. But I'm really proud of it. You might have your own reasons why you want to make your own suit. Whatever they are, sometimes it's hard to just get the motivation to do it. Trust me, I know. So I'm going to talk about some things that will hopefully help you get the motivation to finally make your suit. A little about me. I started around like 2014. It was around when I just joined the fandom, because I knew that I was not going to be able to afford to commission someone. As much as I really wanted to, and I still want to commission someone, I really like Mischief Makers. I've always wanted one of their suits. But alas, I'm poor and had to make my own. This head is actually my 5th attempt at a head. I'm gonna share some photos, if I can find them, of my other attempts. Aside from my very first attempt, because I actually have that head right here. I'm gonna show that later though. And I really think that, if anything, that will give you motivation. It is terrible. Like, I didn't wear it anywhere because of how bad it was. Why is making your own suit a really good idea? Making your own suit will help you learn some basic life skills, the main being sewing. Even if you don't plan on working with any kind of sewing other than, just making your head, sewing is a really good skill to know, because hey, what if you get a hole in your shirt and you really like the shirt? You're just gonna throw it out, or you can sew it back up. Another big reason why you should make your own suit is that it's usually way cheaper than commissioning one. When you make your own suit, you just have to pay for materials. When you commission a suit, you have to pay for materials, labor, and probably some other factors. So making your own suit is usually way cheaper. Another reason you should make your own suit is because you might discover that you really like making suits. I don't necessarily have a passion for it, but I do really like making suits. When I save up, I definitely want to make a suit of another character. I'm still kind of working on what character that should be. I mean, currently I only have this character and then a Shiba that I designed. And if you discover you have a passion for it and you get really good, you could start selling them. Trust me, fursuits are a good way to make money. Personally, the biggest reason why I think you should make a suit is because it's really personal. I created this. I brought this to life with my own hands. And there are pretty much no other suits out there with this design because I made it. Because a lot of suit makers, they usually have whether it's a mold or it's just their art style, and they usually just look the same. However, yours is unique, unless you buy a face from someone else. But if you just make it all from scratch, your design, your art style is completely unique. No one else has made it before, usually. Trust me, I love seeing suits that people have made, because usually there aren't other suits with that style. Usually you reference another suit maker or you look at a tutorial, but it's still your unique design, and that's really cool. Now there are a few reasons why you might be discouraged to make a suit, and I'm gonna list them off that I can think of and give you an explanation as to why you should just not care. Professional suits usually look really good, and you're like, I want a suit by that person. I mean, if you have the money, obviously just commission them. But if you don't have the money or you just want to make your own suit, definitely don't worry about other suits that might look better, because honestly, who cares? It's your suit. No one's saying you have to have a good suit, and if they do, then they're a piece of crap, and you should just forget about them. Other people might make fun of you, and if someone makes fun of you because they don't think your suit looks good, who cares? Seriously, who cares? suit does not look like a professional suit, obviously. Like, there are so many things wrong with it. But I really like it because I made it. And I'm really proud of it. So I'm not gonna care about what other people think because I'm happy with it. Do not care about what other people think when it comes to things that you make and that are for you. Do not care. Because they do not matter. And I've heard of some people that don't want to be friends with people that have, like, amateur suits. And that is, honestly, the stupidest thing I have ever heard. Like, who cares? I mean, seriously, who cares? It's a suit. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just, like, too nice or what, but, like, I genuinely do not understand why some people just don't like amateur suits. Like, that frustrates me so much. Another common worry is that you're gonna end up on, like, a cringe site or, like, a bad fursuit blog. And from what I've seen, 'cause these blogs will be open to you messaging them and being like, hey, that's my suit. I don't really want this here. Can you please take it off? And the ones that aren't, usually what I've seen happen is, like, on a Facebook group, someone will say, oh, this person, or oh, this page put my suit up there, and I'm really sad because they won't take it down. And I've seen people, like, mass report groups and stuff solely because of that. So just, I guess, report it for harassment. I don't know if it's actually gonna do anything, especially if it's on Facebook, because, you know, Facebook kind of sucks. But, and even if, in the end, you can't get your suit off of that site, if it ends up on that site, just don't worry about it. Literally, other people's opinions do not matter at all. So, and if you continue to just, like, to worry about your suit ending up on one of these sites, like, first off, that really makes me sad, because those really discourage, like, beginner fursuit makers. But you just gotta let it go, if you can. Trust me, it sucks. I know it sucks. But just remember that you gotta start somewhere. Trust me, all those professional, fursuit makers, they started somewhere. Their fursuit probably looked like crap. So don't feel bad for having a bad suit, if it is a bad suit. Just make the suit and be happy with it. Now, hopefully this next part will really help you get some motivation, because I've been training this part. I'm about to show you my first head. It is terrible. Keep in mind, it's still supposed to be this character. Here we go. Oh god. Okay, this is, like, really big. Will it fit in frame? It does. This is my first head. While it looks terrible, trust me, I hate it. This is terrible. It's still my first head. And it really gives you an idea of where I started. Trust me, this looks like garbage. And I don't even want to... But it's still my first head. And while I absolutely hate it and will never wear it anywhere, I do keep it around because it was my first head. This is where I started, and now I'm here. And while this suit isn't, you know, perfect, I think anyone can say that this head is much better than that head. And this is my 5th attempt. Trust me, lots of trial and error to get here. And I'm here. And I'm still improving. I think everyone can still improve. With that out of the way, what if you don't like fursuit making? You can experiment with other different types of hobbies if you want to contribute to the furry fandom at all. Like, there's art. I mean, literally any hobby you could incorporate furries into. What I do, I make perler beads if I can find it, I actually made this badge character. But let's get in the frame. Okay. And you know, you can play around with this. Perler beads are really easy. So if you're looking for a good hobby, just play around with that. And I also made one for Miss Cry. It's the one I made for her. Really proud of it. I dropped it. Also, don't be afraid to commission an artist. Like, I don't want this video to be like discouraging people from commissioning artists, because, you know, sometimes you're just not made to do something, and sometimes that something is fursuit making. So save up the money and commission an artist that you like when they're open. And please don't ask for free fursuits. Please, for the love of God, do not ask for free fursuits. Like, that's just common sense, but people still do it. Please don't. And if nothing else, just don't get a fursuit. You do not need one. No one needs one. This is a luxury item. You do not need a fursuit. Ever. Even if you're going to a con, you don't need a fursuit. And that's okay. The majority of the people in this fandom do not have a suit. While this is what we're most known for, there are so many other things that you could do. And you don't even have to do that. You can literally not do anything and just be in the fandom. You have to contribute. And if you go to a con, you don't have to be a photographer or a fursuiter or sell your stuff in the dealer's den. You don't have to do anything. Just be yourself, be happy. But sometimes you are just not meant for a fursuit, because these are very hot. Literally, like, I'm like trying to breathe. That concludes today's video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like, because that'd be really cool. And if you really liked the video, you can subscribe. And also click the little bell so that you get notified whenever I upload. You'll hear whatever YouTuber say that. And leave any video suggestions in the comments below. I hope you gained a little bit of motivation. And I hope if you do decide to make a fursuit, that you do. Because I love seeing amateur fursuits.